Welcome back to the Good Neighbor Show.
Welcome everybody. Welcome back. I am your co-host Drizzy Dre, and this is my partner,
Lamont, nice to see y'all. Welcome back. Welcome back. I appreciate everybody.
How everybody doing today?
Thank you. Thank you for joining us, and we appreciate everything that you have done for us and what we are trying to give to you.
Oh yeah, thank you. All the love.
All the
love is much appreciated.
I know.
The support, the love, foundation, critics, even the no views. It all helps because it makes us keep figuring out what we need to keep doing to make this thing a better place.
Yeah, in a nutshell.
Pretty much.
All right.
Yes, sir.
All right. So let's get down to business and see what's going on in the real world. Because if the real world ain't giving you what you need, then guess what? It's not my fault.
I kind of actually like that. That's some dope stuff. So what you got on that topic?
There's a lot of things going on, and we want to just see where everyone's head is at, and what's going on in the world, finances, political views, social status, things of that nature. So we would like to think about what's going on in the world.
Yep. Yeah, there's a lot going on right now, especially with the parties going back and forth, starting to go back and forth right now, and everything like that. So it's definitely a big deal.
Yeah.
And I mean, some truth need to be exposed a little bit more than others, but I guess we'll get into that later on.
Yeah. Certain things need to be exposed, and for some people, the exposure isn't maybe what you want to hear. And when it comes to those kind of things and the trajectory of what we see in today's world, it may be not what you want to be a part of.
Correct.
You might want to claim one thing, but the one thing that you are starting to claim, it may be not a part of what you really thought.
Yeah, I understand that. I'm going through that stuff right now internally with some personal stuff, so I can definitely understand that also in the political point of views as well. So I definitely can get it.
Yeah. So everybody probably watched the Trump and the Biden presidential catastrophe for some, but worst comes to worst. Worst comes to worst when people comes first. Gangstar, DJ Premier, classic.
Me just not watching a lot of it, but just a little bit, and then following up the next day, seeing a couple of comments. It seemed like we're on a road of a scary roller coaster.
It seems like a roller coaster, and for some people that see the visual of it, it looks bad. For some, it may look bad, and worst comes to worst, it boils down to: are you willing to dig and find out for yourself? Because when it comes to those kind of things, you have a lot of fact checkers and people that, you know what I'm saying, one side says this, another side may say that, and it turns into, are you going to dig and find out for yourself, not just for what one person says? As we were taught, and as we were grown, a grown-up will say something to us, and
go a long way. Yeah, we all know.
Yeah, so a grown-up would tell you one thing, and you would like, the grown-up told me one thing, and then that's what I have to deal with and pay attention to. It's up to you to find out the truth or the foundation or any kind of substance of what it may have been. Because not all things are what they may appear to be. Sounds good. I appreciate that. But is it real? Is it the reality of that faction? So it's up to you. In this part right now, what we're doing is, it may have seemed like it's a political thing that we're doing right now, but it's an all-around thing for everyone.
Yeah.
And the all-around thing basically boils down to is doing your own research.
Mm-hmm. Please.
Doing.
It's important.
It is important. figuring out what the truth is from the BS.
And don't plagiarize somebody else's comments or videos that's online, because those same videos can be cut, filmed, and edited.
Chopped up, right?
Chopped up, right? A friend of mine's was just recently commenting on a video that I seen that was cut. And I personally watched the whole interview. So it happened to be one of them situations where it was a point of view that was being spread, and it was, or actually not a point of view, it was a narrative that was being spread.
Okay,
and the narrative wasn't
what you've seen.
It wasn't what you seen. And I had to actually let him know, like, yo, just to let you know, like, I actually seen the whole interview, and such and such and such and such. And so, again, like I said, and like Mont just said, do your research.
Do your research. It was an old school. I love 70s exploitation, black exploitation movies. I love them. It go, the Mac.
Classic.
Oh gosh, now I gotta start digging right now. Movies like the Mac. Cotton Comes to Harlem.
Classic.
All these old school exploitation films, and I remember watching one, and there was a situation in the scene where the guy was like, "Are you gonna believe me or your own lying eyes?" Even though he was in a bad situation where he was doing something bad, he told Shorty, "Are you gonna believe me or your own lying eyes?"
That's crazy.
And you was, and when it comes to pivot and all that real talk, trail talk, you know what I'm saying? It stuns you when you hear it because you don't pay attention to it, but it sounds so good.
It sounds good.
So, you know what I'm saying? When it comes to things like that, and you take it, and it takes you to a point where you have to understand if what I am watching, if what I am seeing, is it actual factual? Or is it a narrative that is being put out in front of me? Because right now we've seen what happened, and you see one side looks very bad, and the other side you may not approve of the other side, but
right.
it looks good.
I'll tell you one thing, it blows my mind to still see Trump still running with what has all transpired within the last 7 months or whatnot. It's very, 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 very interesting to see that after everything, he's still on the podium, not in a good way or in a bad way. I'm not,
because we want to be in a position where we're telling you that
it's pretty impressive, and
so there's no sides being chosen.
Yeah,
we're just basically
pretty impressive that they. I don't know if it's a they or not, but it just seemed like a lot of people tried to stop this from happening, and it still ended up happening.
Oh yeah, because at the same time, guess what? I am being put in a position. I don't have to do this. My money long. My money's good.
Yeah.
I don't have to keep continuing to do this. I am doing it for a reason.
I was just about to say that. Do you think that he's particularly running for a reason, or like what would you personally think his reason will be? You don't have to dig like too deep in it. But just personally, what do you think his reasoning is? Do you really think it is to make something better?
I think for some people that are in his position, I think I see some nonsense, I jump into it.
No.
You know what I'm saying? I don't have to.
Yeah.
There's no need for me to do it.
Sometimes I think he makes some good valid points.
He does make valid points. Because guess what? In a nutshell, like we said before, I don't have to do this.
Yeah.
You might see something about my ego that you may not like. But at the same time, it boils down to, guess what? I don't have to do this. So what's the purpose of me doing this? I'm in a position of losing mad money.
True.
I'm losing bread.
And that's what I mean. Like, he lost a lot of money, and then
I'm losing
the
money.
shoes,
I'm losing, with the kicks and everything. I'm losing money.
I think the verdict came out, and then I believe there was like something, I wouldn't say sponsor, but there was something where like the verdict came out, and then I think he raised even more money.
Yeah, no, he raised more money once once real cats start to see that, guess what? He is being indicted and things of that nature.
Yeah, like it just.
We don't have the money. See, I want to say this to some people. We ain't got the bread to fight certain cases that are against us in the urban community and in communities in general. We ain't got that kind of money.
And that's why sometimes it's such.
So guess what?
You got to tread lightly on what you say because
you
can't. You don't have the same type of.
I don't. But guess
yourself.
what? The fact that I'm still doing this and I'm losing money, I'm losing a lot of sponsorships. I'm losing a lot of. But guess what? If my name hold weight, my name hold weight. And I'm not doing it for me. There was a time that he said in his during his campaign, I'm doing this. It's not. They're not coming after you. They're gonna come after me, to basically come after you.
Yep.
Because what I'm saying is going to make a lot of people mad and jealous for what I'm doing. I could be going to golf course. I could be getting money. You know what I'm saying? I could be doing all this stuff. But the fact that I'm putting myself in this position, the fact that I am putting my background of who I am out in the forefront for everyone to see and for it to be attacked. I don't have to do it, but I'm doing it.
Man.
You might not like that president for who Trump was, but for me to keep going through this and losing a lot, which can be very detrimental to my name, my brand.
Yeah, for sure.
For who I am.
For sure.
You're getting money, sometimes you don't condone it. But when you smell like money, you can cologne it.
That's some fire right there. Cause
man, you know what I'm saying?
It just seemed like there's definitely a bigger reasoning for him to do what he do, and I find it interesting. And then Biden, I don't know what more so his reasoning is for. So it's kind of like it makes this whole situation this time around a little bit more interesting.
It does make it a lot intriguing. It does make it a lot interesting and make it a lot intriguing because guess what?
I don't want to say scary, but it seems.
I don't know.
Me
intriguing. Personally, I say it looks scary.
It is.
But I
don't want to scare a lot of people.
No, I don't. We don't want to scare you, but guess what? The visual is what makes it a little shaky. We won't say scary. We'll say shaky. I'm looking at a person that, when I look at certain situations and he looks incompetent, the visuals of what you see. It don't matter what you see. You can say what you want. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what you see.
Yeah.
A worldwide scale of what the outsiders see is what makes it look bad.
True.
Other countries that look at us and see us and look and see like we don't know what we're doing. It makes us look stagnant. It makes us look incompetent. Great word. Great word. It makes us look incompetent.
Yep.
Visual.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what you see. You can paint a bad house all day on the outside. But once I walk in the inside and the piping isn't done and the kitchen isn't done and the rooms look just terrible, that's what people want to see. But the outside may look good. And when it comes to those kind of things, in a big scale, money-wise, would you invest in a bad house?
No.
Would you invest in a house that looks good on the outside but looks bad on the inside?
Looks good on the outside, bad in. Oh yeah, no.
I'm not going to invest in that. I got a person that's telling me that they're willing to spend money and put money that's involved in something that I'm creating. But when I realize that whatever their foundation of what they're trying to build is shoddy, I'm not going to invest in that.
No, not at all.
It looks good, it sounds good, but I'm not going to put money or invest in that. So when you see it from a long person's standpoint, that's what it seems. You have a lot of people, you have a lot of countries, you have a lot of people that are investing in us that are starting to see that it looks like we're on the decline.
Yeah.
And it looks like we're on a decline. That goes the same way that's involved with shoes. I love shoes. I love a shoe brand.
Yeah.
But at the same time, guess what? You can't keep giving me crappy colorways
all the time.
You can't give me bad colorways. You can't give me bad product. You can't give me bad manufacturing.
And think that we're gonna stick around.
And think that we're gonna stick around and keep purchasing those things. Because guess what that means? Not only is your stock going to go down, but I don't say your brand is going to go down, but you're going to start losing money. And money is a major infrastructure and the key of receiving more money.
Yep. And I like sneakers too.
I love sneakers. I love shoes. I love sneakers.
I love shoes.
I love sneakers. I love nice brands.
That's a good analogy because, like you said, you want to invest in something that you don't no longer believe in, and you also want to invest in something that you know would deteriorate right immediately. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So why would you do that in something else in bigger scales of the picture? So it makes a lot of sense.
It makes sense in the sense of, guess what? I'm not going to keep continuing to purchasing something when I know that what you're putting out is shoddy. You know what I'm saying? And you're just trying to flood the market.
And that's what I mean. It's like this one, we're gonna have to be very, very encrypted on doing a lot of research for what's going on this time around.
We do, and you know, and it, like I might have mentioned shoes, but it goes with politics. It goes with the way we move in the world. It goes with how you deal with everyone else, family, friends, everything.
Yep.
Because guess what? Family doesn't mean blood. Family means loyalty.
Oh yeah.
So guess what? My loyalty may be just for someone that actually puts loyalty into me and see what that I have going on within myself. They believe in me and they believe I can push and I can do that. Guess what? That's where my loyalty lies.
Yeah.
Not just a name, not just a title, not just a last name. You know what I'm saying? They believe in my grind. They believe in my hustle.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Because guess what? The person that believes in my grind and believes in my hustle, they have a grind and they have a hustle, and guess what that means? If they understand that, they're going to be involved with what I do because they know I can do it. I'm not going to invest in something just because you're telling me to invest in something. I'm not going to invest in something and it's not, you don't believe in yourself.
Yeah.
And you're telling me to invest in you. So you're telling me to invest in you and you don't believe in yourself.
Yep.
You're telling me to invest in you and you don't have everything that you may need to progress. You're just seeing that I have a name and have a title, and you're telling me that, hey, I know you got something that you're doing. I'm doing this, but my backstory is a little shaky and shoddy.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like this. It's either I take a step to help you lose completely, lose small minor infractions, or I'm just like, I don't know why I lose it. I don't know why I did that.
Yeah.
Because I just lost. So guess what? We both lost, and guess what? There's no comeback from that. Now we're just both looking with the boo-boo face.
Mm.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
real talk right there.
So guess what? I did it. I invested. I lost. Even though you told me that it's a lot that goes with it. And it goes with the country and everything that we see. No one wants to invest in a country that doesn't have anything that's going from it. Everybody else is gaining and grinding. I'm not going to invest in that crap. Why would I? Y'all boys looking like y'all down. Numbers is looking low, baby. And I'm taking this back to the shoe aspect of it because guess what? We deal with shoes. We like sneakers. We like kicks. You're not going to tell me to invest in a brand that's already on a decline and expecting you to be in competition with a big type brand.
That's on the up and up.
That's on the up and up.
Coming.
It's very shaky. It's very shoddy. I can't do that.
It's tough.
It's very tough. So now you have to look at these other countries that are looking at us and be like, well, why would I want to invest in you guys when y'all don't even have a foundation? Your foundation is looking real bad. Your concrete is looking real shaky.
Your name does speak for itself, but right now it don't look like your name is being represented.
That brand over there is looking really good.
Mm-hmm.
They're starting fresh.
Feel comfortable.
I like how it looks.
Things are starting to feel more better on the inside and out.
A lot of people starting to watch. A lot of people are starting to invest. A lot of people are starting to invest in that company.
Yep.
And when I'm saying these things like that, I don't know how many minutes we got, but I'm gonna try to like minimize all this stuff. This is what I said before when it goes back to the BRICS situation. The BRICS situation where all these countries are starting to invest in each other.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So it's very shaky. And what I mean by BRICS, I'm going by, gosh dang it, I forgot what the B stands for. But I know the R is Russia, India, China,
Was it British?
South Africa.
No, was it British?
I think it might have been Brit. I think
Britain.
It might have been Brit.
Britain, I believe.
But a lot of people are starting to invest in that.
In the comments, what did the B stand for? Sorry.
Right at this moment right now, I can't think of it right now.
did
My
B
brain
stand
is.
for
I'm
in
having a
words?
brain fart
If
right
anybody
now.
could let us know, please.
But guess what? And this goes back to the gold standard, and it goes back to investing in something that's going to invest for not only for you, not even talking about you, but your country, who you are as a person. So it's getting really, really shaky unless you're going to put some effort into it.
And put some effort without fear.
I'm sorry, I'm doing a lot of talking. I'm sorry.
No, this is a good subject because we are coming into is it this year
What's that?
for the election?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so we are coming to
putting work in by October, January is where it's January is where it's going to hit.
August, September, October. So we got about 5 months, before decisions are being made. Things are.
And trust me, decisions are being made right
Yeah,
now after this last little visual that they seen.
It's important. So you're talking a lot, but this is what this is about, and this is what. Okay, let me revise that. You're not talking a lot. You're talking enough, because this is what needs to be said. And as we're getting closer to these things, especially as this is not necessarily your profession, but this is what you more so hone into.
Mm-hmm.
These are things that must be said. So.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
But it's important though, because even for myself, as we're talking about these things, and as you're talking about it, and I have to make some decisions also for myself in my life, I have to now also do a little bit more extensive research
and more due diligence of what's going on.
Definitely do my due diligence. I do not want to be up here also just talking and not understanding anything as well of what's going on and what's being done into our world and our country. So I'm going to also do a lot of my own due diligence and research myself, and see what's going on.
Oh, absolutely. Those are things that we have to look into. I don't know if you guys play chess. Chess is
man. Shout out to my man Ike. He a chess one.
So for my people that play chess, it's a mind game, and we play checkers. Some of us play checkers, but
I'm a checker person.
I'm a checker person as well.
Person.
But I encourage a lot of guys, a lot of gals, a lot of people out there to learn how to play chess. It's very strategic. It helps you open up your mind, and it's a battle. It's a world war battle, mentally, within yourself. So if you can, you know what I'm saying, get yourself involved in something that's going to strengthen your mind, strengthen your way of learning. I definitely encourage chess. Definitely encourage chess.
Yeah, checkers is fair, but chess is a little bit more intricate and in detail. I like chess. I only know the basics as far as
I only know the basics
but
as well.
I'm pretty positive somebody can probably get me in 7-8 moves.
I do one thing.
Or probably less than that. Believe it or not, I'm pretty positive. But that would just mean I got to step my game up and understand those easy basic ones to get you up out of there.
Absolutely.
Soon them strategies. And so, speaking on chess and strategies, this is what he's telling you. As everybody else is being strategized and have a strategy, make sure you have your own strategy as well.
Absolutely, because a lot of things that's going on in the world is chess, not checkers.
Yep.
And a lot of people that are playing this game called life are playing chess. We're playing our chess. Our checkers is basically just going to work, waking up in the morning, and just doing what we got to do. But there are people that are playing chess and making moves way more steps ahead of what we're doing right now, and that's why we're kind of in the position that we're in right now, because they're playing chess. So if you can understand chess moves and understand what the visual is of what they're doing in front of you, you have a better chance of catching and observing about what's going on.
So a lot sooner than later.
A lot sooner than later, absolutely. So you know what I'm saying? I would encourage everybody, you know what I'm saying, learn the basics. They have websites and everything that you can learn how to play chess. And you know what I'm saying? And stimulate your mind, Craig. And stimulate your mind.
There is apps on your phone. A lot of us is on our phones all the time. So there is apps that you can play on your phone. Again, actually, now that you say that, I need to download while you're at it, download a airplane mode chess. Something that you can play when you up in the air. Something that you can.
You sound like you flying, baby. You sound like you flying.
Right. Saying too much.
International Dre.
Right. But download something that's more airplane mode friendly, that you can play on and off of Wi-Fi and on and off of your services. So that's just a little gem right there. So when you do find something that you can play offline.
Absolutely. So, you need that, you know what I'm saying? And while you're off,
I definitely am thinking about doing that now. As soon as we get up off this podcast today, I will be looking for a chess that's an offline game.
Yeah,
so, for sure.
Something while just something to keep your mind going. And some people listen to ASMR videos and everything just to like get their bodies, to rest.
ASMR.
You know what I'm saying? To get your body relaxed. Something simple. Chopping onions. I like to watch international cooking episodes.
Believe it or not, ASMR got me to where I'm at right now today. ASMR was one of my first videos. oddly enough. So
yeah, definitely.
That's so funny.
Just like listening, certain things that you listen to. Yeah. I like listening to like people cooking food.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? ASMR videos, and
I would love
put me in a position.
Listen to a little bit more stuff, but right now I have a little bit more researching and studying to do, and getting to some stuff, because man, I've been watching a lot of stuff now. It's time to start putting all that. It's time to start putting it into action. So. Maybe in a couple, maybe like next year or something, I'll probably start getting back into like ASMR cooking shows and stuff like that. Yeah. Or maybe like something I probably still will watch it just to ease my mind or whatever.
Yeah, that's the kind of person I am. I love watching those kind of things. Like that. Some people like watching food shows. Some people like listening. Me personally, I can't sleep without listening to an ASMR fan. Yeah. Or me personally, ship engine sounds, because I was in the Navy. So I listen to like sounds of an engine, you know what I'm saying, a ship engine to put me to sleep, and the sounds of being on a ship, things of that nature. So
that's dope.
So all these things at the same time is.
I ain't playing no street corners.
I did that before. I played Grand Theft Auto, and then all of a sudden a shootout happened. But I just wanted to hear somebody riding around in the water. So it was crazy. So that's neither here nor there.
I ain't playing none of it.
But these are the things that we, you know what I'm saying, that we are involved in, that we do on a day-to-day basis, that tickles our brain. And you know what I'm saying, hopefully that you may encourage yours to elevate.
100%.
So, in a nutshell, we appreciate you guys. Thank you. I don't know. Was that
I
pretty decent?
I think we did pretty decent today. Yep, that was up there. Yep, I think that was up there.
So we thank you neighbors, and we appreciate you guys for banging with us.
And 100%.
And we'll catch you guys on the flip side.
Do your research, and good luck to everybody out there making these decisions that we're bound to have to make. So good luck on everybody.
Do your research. Listen to everything. Believe nothing until you can do the research for yourself.
Always and forever.